Let me tell you, you can do a lot in 60 seconds. In fact, you can do a lot 3 times. But today, we are surviving nuclear fallout. We're playing 60 seconds the game, which you have recommended to me multiple times. I guess we'll just do apocalypse mode. Seems like the main... Oh, and we get to pick our character. We're supposed to save our family from Cold War, I guess, in this game. Let's pick Dolores. I've always wanted to be a 1950s woman. Huh? And, I mean, if you don't go big, you go home, right? So let's go Tsar Bomba. Begin adventure. Oh my lord, what am I doing? Okay, I'll grab this water. And, knock that over. Grab this. Yep, that's pretty good. I only have... Okay. I'm pretty bad at this. The radio. We need... No room for the radio. We have suitcases. I'll just jump in there. Nope, put it in there. Alright, so it looks like there's a timer up in the top right corner. I'm just supposed to find things that'll help me survive. This is really bad. Guys, I don't think we're... I don't think we're surviving. Can I grab my hubby? Yo, get in there. No room. Shit, he's fat. Alright. Throw you in there. Wait, does that mean I have to grab my kids as well? Where are my kids? What is this camera angle? This gas mask. This will be useful. Daughter and son. Oh, you're a really, really little boy. Daughter. I think we're fucked. Wait, I actually think we survived it. The first people we should grab are our family members, right? You cost 3. No room for you. Okay, I'll grab you in a sec. Grab the little baby. He's like a little kitty cat. Let's grab some more soup. I mean, we need food, right? And water. And more soup. This gun will be useful. She is playing tuba over here. She is too fat, unfortunately, reminiscent of her father. Do we need, like, entertainment? Where are the porno mags? Maybe some anti-nuclear spray. Pretty sure they had those in the 50s. I don't know what this is, but this will be useful. And then maybe just grab whatever's in this room, this water, and we run in, and can we just go in? Go in. Jump in the hole, Dolores! Second time's a charm, baby. Man, I'm such a natural at all of these games. That was so stressful. I feel like my entire commentary was just fuck, shit, fuck, water. But hey, so it begins, day 1. I've been preparing for days like these. Good thing I got all these weapons to kill ourselves with. So let's read this journal. Looks like our boy likes this Boy Scout handbook that I decided to grab. All of us made it to the shelter just a second before the blast. That was a close one. As long as we're all together, we can make it work down here. We remember hearing canned soup is healthy for you. Well, good thing I got like 7. Our shelves are full of cans. We'll eat from cans, we'll sleep on cans, we'll even talk to cans. Some of us already do. There's just barely enough water for everyone. We have to ration it strictly. That's a problem. I have 2 waters and 5 soups. Time to ration supplies. Oh, no. No, I don't want to do this. Hold on. Do I even need to give them anything the first day? Like, I mean, yeah, I don't need to give them anything. We were living a normal day. They were probably hydrated. Wouldn't it be fantastic if we could just get out and leave? Walk the surface like we used to? Smell the fumes and pollution? Ha! That's the scent of freedom we miss. Okay. So I guess this is like a story game where every day gets progressively more difficult as we try to ration our supplies. Ted grows a beard really fast. In fact, his hair grows really fast. Dolores, unchanged. Still, it's better to be safe down here than dead up there. Dolores is fine and well, as much as anyone can be fine in this tiny shelter. Ted is fine. Who's writing this? Mary Jane seems fine today. Hopefully it'll stay that way. Am I the child? Despite the dire circumstances and all the trouble we're going through, Timmy's being very brave. I'm evidently not. Time to ration supplies. Okay. 3 days without water, and 7 days without food. That's how long people can survive. So I'm gonna be a little bit of a scientist here, and go next. The contamination of our town is still strong. Scavenging in these conditions could result in radiation sickness. Ted seems to be in a really good shape for a trip. Great, we can send Dolores for an expedition. Wasteland is no match for Mary Jane. Timmy can do it, he can go to the Wasteland. Should we start preparing an expedition for tomorrow? That sounds fine to me, man. Wait, should I click this? Absolutely. Schedule expedition. Does that mean we should give them food and water? No, I think they can do it. Hear that? No, because no one is talking. Not a word in hours, none at all. We can't just stare and stare at the walls. We need to do something about this. Portable radio. Okay, so I definitely should have grabbed entertainment. However, we have a gun. Typical American family. How was the expedition? There's nothing here. Maybe if we try really hard, we can hear the neighbors in their shelter. Dolores will not last long without water. Dolores is really tired. Okay, everyone needs water, but I was prepared for this. Now that we have, hopefully, our expedition scheduled, we can give them water. We don't need to give them food yet, because it hasn't been a week. We need to make a choice for today's expedition. Which one of us is best fit to face the wasteland and survive? Who should go outside? What do you want me to do here? Can I really not select anyone because I didn't give them food or water? Well, that's okay, we got them next time. Just consider this my first playthrough, you know? I mean, that's actually exactly what it is. You don't even need to consider it. Oh, look, looks like I brought some poison as well. Dolores is still tired and can't seem to sleep it off. She's no longer thirsty. No one's thirsty. Hasn't recovered his energy. Is there any reason to give them more food? Because no one told me that they were hungry. So no. Our neighborhood is still highly radioactive. Trips to the surface are a big risk. No one is no one is willing to go outside. Well, willing perhaps, but should they go outside? Let's not prepare an expedition. Why are they so tired, man? They're not thirsty. Wouldn't you know it, our dear Mary Jane keeps a diary. For some reason, she was hiding it in the scout book we keep in our shelter. We have no doubts what needs to be done right now. Each of us must be assigned a role, and the diary must be read aloud. Right? Absolutely. Survival of the fittest in a nuclear apocalypse. We can grab the poison, fill the gun with it, and then... I'm not going to say the rest. Fill in the rest with your imagination. How did you get damaged, Ted? You literally couldn't go outside. None of you went outside. Why are you looking like this? How did this fly get in here? Dubious. We managed to read the first sentence. Then there was darkness and pain, lots of pain. The diary is gone. Ted was hurt. Mary Jane is still tired. Okay, so there clearly seems to be something happening that is not just the nuclear wasteland. I didn't bring a first aid kit. Impossible game. I'm not giving them food or water. You guys are gonna die. I'm just trying to learn the game here right now, okay? You're my guinea pigs. This isn't going as well as I thought. I really thought I would maybe ace this game and tell you guys that I'm a god gamer yet again. Can I grab this? Oh, it's a bug spray. Nice. Gas mask. I should have been clicking all this so I know what it is. Rifle, yep. A well-fed person has a chance of recovering from sickness without any medication. Okay, well, are you guys hungry? You look hungry, Dolores. We couldn't contain our laughter and our guests took offense. They ran off shouting that our ancestors were rodents and smelled like forest fruits. How rude. Dolores complains that she still can't get a good night's sleep around here. Dolores has to drink sometimes. Like water or alcohol. Ted's wounds are not a pretty sight. I still don't know how you got them, Ted. It just, we went black. Also, who am I? Ted is still mighty tired and needs more time to recover. Ted needs water to survive. When Mary Jane is tired, she becomes cranky. She should be better in a few days. Everyone has to drink sometimes, including Mary Jane. Is there any water left? Timmy still hasn't rested. Some water for Timmy. Okay, well, I'll give you guys this. I'll give you a soup as well, because I feel like you've deserved it. That might hydrate you. Oh dear, we just remembered we plan on taking a trip south in 2 months. If it's still there, we're going, right? We're pretty sure they don't bomb warm places. Right, 1950s education. Or just American. Day 7. Okay, we're out of water. We're so fucked. We are unbelievably fucked. I think this might be it for you guys. I mean, we may as well give them some food, make them feel good. No, I guess we just have to prepare an expedition. Like, I mean, worst comes to worst, we die, but we're gonna die tomorrow anyway. What's that? Seems like a distant rumble, but it's getting louder. Why is everything shaking? Oh god, it's a quake. Grab something and hold on. So, we're putting on our gas mask because there's an earthquake. Okay. Unless it was another bomb, I guess. I'm ready to see everyone dead here. Oh, nice. You guys are doing well. We got to the gas mask in time, just before it was about to get smashed by jumping pieces of furniture. Okay, useful to know. That was one hell of a quake. Let's try to stay positive. This has hardly anything to do with the nuke that dropped recently. You know the one, right? Dolores is tired, everyone's tired, Ted is gonna die, Mary Jane is tired, Timmy needs to rest. Oh. Ooh. Is that what we're coming to? Was it wise to pick the hardest difficulty right off rip? We'll win, don't worry. Okay, everyone seems to be dying, TLDR. Dolores is rested though. Good. Dolores will not survive without any water any longer. Okay. Dolores, 07. You guys actually seem to be doing great. Why don't you go outside? Just rip it, Dolores. If you never come back, I guess we know what happened. How's Ted feeling about that? Agony. Dolores is on her way to the surface. Let's hope she'll make it back safe and sound. Ted looks like he's got one foot in the grave. He needs to get a drink right now. Who is drawing these? Is it the daughter that's supposed to be? Oh, is she just straight up? Oh, no, she's up. Come on. No supplies to be rationed. Unfortunately, no radio. Okay, spoilers. I think we're dead. Right, okay, so seems as though Papyrus made his way down there, while our children made our way to the surface, and our husband took his place in Undertale. At least Dolores came back safely. Never liked people who boarded long-distance buses with baggage full of food. Okay, so did we get anything? Okay, we got bottles and a radio. Damn it! So we can actually get useful stuff from scavenging. She stormed out into the wasteland, shouting over her shoulder that we'll regret this, that she's getting her water one way or another. Wait. The kids are... I was gonna say bootstrapping, but maybe they're just never coming back. Who should go outside? Yeah, I mean... Alright, Dolores. Apparently she's not supposed to go outside, but... Can't be that bad. When we answered the phone, we could clearly hear a gasp of relief from the caller. They introduced themselves as survivors from a nearby town of Hill Valley. We started exchanging information when the call was cut short. Something must have gone wrong on their side. We hope they'll get back to us. After all the days we spent down there, we're not exactly clean. We smell bad, real bad. It didn't bother us until we noticed it, and now we're gonna get sick. Why are we talking in terms of plurals? There's only Dolores here. We don't have soap, but there are other alternatives to consider. Alright, put on this gas mask. And now you can't smell anything, Dolores. How am I doing for my first try? Honestly, I feel like not that bad. What is this? What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. If we can survive just a little bit longer, dirty ears shouldn't be much of a problem, just to be sure. Dibs on the gas mask. Dolores complains she still can't get a good night's sleep. If there's one thing, it's water she needs. If she doesn't eat tonight, she will not last till morning. How about you have all that water, though? A traveling salesman paid us a visit today. He introduced himself as Willie. Apparently business can do well even after the end of the world. Yeah, how about this gas mask? I'll give you this gas mask. For some food. Not that it'll help, because apparently we can't exchange and eat in the same day. Or, Dolores, my legend, we made a deal with the salesman and helped him pack. He strolled away into the wasteland like he knew exactly where he was going next. She barely has any strength left. Don't worry about this, Dolores. Eat up, girl. I guess as long as one person survives, we're chillin'. Today we met a bunch of people dressed in what looked like Halloween doctors' outfits. They claimed to be a field hospital, moving from place to place and attempting to help those hurt by the hazards of the wasteland. Their problem is some of their supplies got eaten by something that looked like a Sasquatch. They're asking us if we have any spare hydrogen peroxide. This is just water. You want me to give you a whole water bottle? The thing is, Dolores only takes 1/4 of a water bottle, and I don't think our kids are making it back. So why don't we give it to them? I feel like scientists will help us later. It's already been 22 days anyway. What the hell is this? What the helly? A bottle of relatively clean water is the closest we'll ever get to hydrogen peroxide. The guests were grateful anyway. Dolores is tired, can't seem to sleep it off, and she would really love to eat something. I gave you soup, man. It's literally in front of your rotting husband's body. Like, dude, she's so picky. It's always been an issue with Dolores. We were actually about to get a divorce. I like this game. It's very fast-paced. It looks like the decisions that you make actually matter, and that you can learn from each subsequent playthrough. Good news, the government made a radio broadcast about extracting survivors from our area. The announcer asked everyone listening to wait a while longer and expect further communication in a few days. We'll be out of here soon. She would still really love to eat something. Water is all Dolores wants. Okay, that's fine. We have enough for Dolores. As far as I'm concerned, if one person makes it out alive, I'm a god. When we opened the bunker door this morning to let some fresh radioactive air, we discovered a small suitcase on our doorstep. There was no note on it, and the neighborhood seemed empty. Should we take a look inside? Man, they really teach you not to do this in school, but like, what could possibly be worse at this point?
Oh my god, bro.
Oh, hell no.
It was an innocent-looking bottle of water, so we took a sip. We thought we got lucky, but it was a lie. Either that water was irradiated or it was some kind of biological weapon. It made us all feel pretty sick. Dolores would really love to eat something. And she got ill. That's okay. We'll just keep giving you soup, man. She's really hungry. When emptying our bucket in front of the shelter, we discovered a hastily drawn map on one side of the ruined walls. Okay, yeah, let's check out this map. Considering I didn't bring one. What the fuck is the point of this gun? And axe. I think next time we should only really bring one weapon. If we can. Also, how many things can you realistically grab? Like, this is a speedrunner's delight. Okay, we got an extra gas mask. We can't sit around while Dolores is so sick. Unfortunately, Dolores, you're the one that's going to have to go outside. So, you got this, girl. I really believe in you. Alright, 26 days. Not bad for our first attempt. Unfortunately, our kids never made it back. Oh, who is this guy? He's giving me a letter, probably to tell me that I did a really good job. When we tried to get into our shelter, we found another family inside. They were very convincing with their shotguns and forced us to leave. Were they their shotguns or mine? Day 1, all of us are safe, silent as a grave. Day 5, dear diary. 31 days. All right, that's fine. We can do better. I know we can. I was driven away. Wait, that means that I didn't even die. Okay, I got you. Let's try this one more time. Why would I ever pick Ted as the character? He looks like he'd move slower than Dolores. And once you go Tsar Bomba, you never go back. Alright, I'm so locked in this time. Our plan is water and food. Do I even need to grab my children? What if just Dolores wants to survive? That would probably be the smartest thing. Let's grab this gas mask. I feel like it's useful. We know where our tuba-playing daughter is. Unfortunately, our entire family are morons. Considering they hear the nuclear... Too heavy. Of course you are. You remind me so much of your father and it pisses me off. They're morons, man. They hear the nuclear shelter siren and they say, oh, I'm going to continue reading the newspaper. Grab this checkers board so we don't talk to ourselves and the walls as we suggested earlier. Grab this. She costs 3? Why are you so expensive? Why is this lock even something I can grab? I feel like this is another game where you just need a good seed. Like, since it's all randomized, we have no water again. Can you grab this, Dolores? Jesus Christ, now's not the time for a diet. Okay, we'll grab this. Oh, I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. Oh, I made it! Oh, I made it. I don't think we have, like, any food. We have barely any water. At least we know how to ration. We got no weapons. Let's send people on some expeditions. Alright guys, we have more water than last time, and we have enough food. What is this lock used for? Maybe if we all go on expeditions so people don't steal our stuff? All of us made it into the shelter a second before the blast. We don't have that much food, no one's complaining. Even canned soup might become an extravagant dish quite soon. Plenty of water means we don't have to worry about that for some time. This is way better than what we had initially. And I was right, I think. They don't need to eat for a while. And they don't need to drink for a while. I always wanted to throw a party with our huge cake. For some reason, it never worked. One time we were promised a great cake and it turned out there was a lie. That was a disappointment. We weren't glad. I just did a video about that. Literally 2 days ago. We're definitely getting a cake when the radioactive clouds are gone. Planning far ahead is usually a good strategy, but for now we should be more interested in our plan for water rationing. Life is hard for all of us right now, but Dolores is in a good mood today. We hope it'll stay this way. No one's complaining, and Timmy is a strong young boy. He's doing just fine. I feel like we should prepare an expedition. Absolutely. Everyone's feeling excellent. There we were, thinking it's a day like any other down here when Mary Jane confronted us. She said it's her birthday, but she doesn't want a gift. Not in this situation, not in this economy. How did I possibly forget her birthday? Well, she's too young to be giving orders around here. Yes. So she's getting a birthday present and that's that. We just need to pick something out. How about this bug spray? You will be in charge of the bug spray, woman. Where's your tuba? Actually, where is her tuba? I feel like, didn't we send her in with the tuba? Kids these days are all about those spray deodorants. The anti-bug spray probably works the same way. Mary Jane was so excited. Water is all Dolores wants. Ted should drink something soon. Everyone has to drink sometimes. Alright, let's ration one of these waters and send someone on an expedition. Ted, you were the father. Can I send multiple people? No, okay. Ted, you were the father. Go protect your family. Or something. I know that you're feeling vigorous. I read that. I can read. I'm pretty good. Ted left for the surface. We hope he'll be back soon. And no one's thirsty. Time to ration supplies? No. Being safe down here is much better than being pulverized out there, but that doesn't mean we don't want to go outside. Maybe we could take a walk soon. The neighborhood is probably much more peaceful since the bombings. I think this is already going way better. The real question is, how many days do you have to survive to beat this game? And I feel like the answer is probably a lot. Alright, I feel like Ted is about to come back. Maybe bring us some food, water? No. Everyone is looking great though. I mean, your complexion is stellar. You are looking actually at nothing. And you, the checkerboard, is here. She's always had a lazy eye. That's fine. That's why she got into music. Dolores has to drink, and no one's eaten for a while. Everyone needs to drink. Okay, alright. How about you guys drink? We'll still have some water left over. Do I want to give them soup? I feel like I'm not going to give them soup yet. We have one more day before they need to eat, I feel like. What in the hell are those signs? Are they coming from the goddamn walls? They're driving us crazy. Is something crawling in the air vents? Relax, take a deep breath. We should probably calm down before we start tearing them down. Maybe try something relaxing for a bit. Thankfully, we have checkers. Pog champs. Dolores would really love to eat. Everyone is hungry. Don't worry. Okay, hold on. Mary Jane's diet could use a little food. You're built like your dad. That's all I'm saying. Just kidding, Mary Jane. I love you. I love you like a daughter. We keep dreaming about those little things we did back in the day. When there weren't many bombs falling down. Not on our heads, anyway. How we doing? Fond memories are one thing, but we need to be ready for harsh realities that await us. Dolores would really love to... Guys, I gave you food. And Mary Jane is the only one that's no longer hungry? Jesus, did she eat all of it? Fine. No. Definitely not water. Get your water back there. We do not need a whole food. It's day 9. Okay, business as usual. We thought playing the silent game would be a good idea. The silence was too annoying and we quickly stopped. Ted has safely returned from his voyage to the surface. Are you sure about that? The police station was still standing when we found a few officers who were still alive. Well, they didn't look like the ones we remembered, but they all have uniforms and badges, so they must be some kind of replacement cops. The building was mostly destroyed, but they made the best of it and set up their operation in the basement. They even painted some walls with a bunch of morale-boosting slogans like New Order and The World is Ours. Classic. They had plenty of water in their stash. They were acting very nervously and immediately consented to sharing when asked. Then they all started exercising. Okay, I mean, I guess Nazi water is still Nazi. I mean, water. That was Freudian slip, I guess. Suddenly, the officers started arguing over the subject of taking over the world. It was really strange. They yelled about how they can't assault the firemen without proper firepower. They even threw a rifle through the window, claiming it's useless without any ammunition. We disagreed and took the rifle with us when we were leaving. Bang! An ammunition pack was just lying outside the station. There was a map laid out at the hood of the burned down police cars. The clumsy sign on it read, "The plan to take over the world." And a map. Yo, Ted, you're a goat. Let's prepare another expedition. I feel like Mary Jane is going to be the one going, considering Dolores is in pretty good shape, but the wasteland is literally no match for her. We don't know about what's happening on the surface. If only we had a radio. Dang, I wish I kind of grabbed that. Oh well. Who's coughing? That did not sound like Ted. Also, if you're sick, do you really come to your family like this? In a in a shelter? Another day without clue what's gonna kill us, blah blah blah. Okay, something should be done about Ted's sickness. I'm afraid I can't do that. No one's thirsty, no one's hungry. Perfect. Unfortunately, we only have a little bit of food. You're going out there, and you're bringing back food. And you honestly, you have to bring back food in like one day. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Thankfully, our wife is doing well. I mean, us, our husband, still not so hot. This guy is, I don't know, mental. Hear that noise coming from below. This is probably the right time to check out the manhole in the corner, the one that's been locked tight ever since we got to the shelter. Sure. Why doesn't, like, Dolores go and not Ted? Are we good? Are we alive? Okay. Still chilling. Whoa. Okay, I didn't know I could click this map. Right there. That sounds good. We found treasure down there. Pills, bottles, and other medical supplies were still... Oh, perfect. Good for us. We didn't find the source of the noise. Okay, we can heal Ted. He should drink something soon. She will not last long without water. We do have water. Timmy has been talking about nothing other than water. He should drink some. We're fine. Let's put some water for everybody. And heal our boy Ted. Ring, ring, ring. There we were, thinking we would never hear a telephone signal again when suddenly a phone starts ringing from somewhere outside. We figured it's the phone booth across the street. Should someone go answer it? This sounds like a bad idea. Why is someone calling a phone booth? I don't want to do this. I'm not going to do this. Skipping the phone. We have the perfect amount of supplies to survive. We just need food. And once Mary Jane is back, we'll be good. Okay, we have actually no more first aid kits. Okay, that's okay. We're not taking any chances. It took a while before the ringing stopped. It was pretty annoying for all of us. Ted's stomach is rumbling, but he's recovered from his sickness. He isn't thirsty, but they haven't eaten. Can we ration this legitimately? No, we can't. That's fine. She'll bring us some food. Mary Jane, please bring us some food. I feel like at this point, she must be back. Dude, everyone is so chill. They don't even look that hungry. Dolores has not eaten for a while. Timmy's very hungry. And if he doesn't eat today, it might end really badly. That's another might. We could survive this. There's one thing we need to do. It's use a radio on a regular basis. Okay, I really should have gotten this radio, huh? That's okay. Why don't I give you some food? And then the next person that really needs to eat will be Dolores. We played a game of list the things you hate the most, and our neighbor's name kept coming up for some reason. That reminded us that the little weasel had a safe in his living room. We always wondered what's inside. Maybe now's the time to finally find out. But who'll do the honors of stealing the possessions of our arch nemesis? Honestly, goodbye, Timmy. I don't care about you. I've never grown attached to you. You're looking blankly in the corner. Maybe... She brought food back, though. Okay, she brought food back. We're good. When we opened the safe, we heard a loud bang and the room filled with thick, nasty smoke that smelled of rotten eggs. That bastard booby trapped the safe. Why would you... That is the stupidest thing I've ever fucking heard. Sure, it slowed us down, but it didn't stop us from taking his most prized possessions. Okay, we got our radio. Mary Jane returns, and she's okay. We were cautiously exploring the neighborhood when we got cornered by a scary-looking thug with a shotgun. The odds weren't in our favor until a crate fell out of the sky and dropped right down on the bandit. Nice. Excellent timing, government aid. A food drop. Someone forgot to fill the water kit with something to soften the fall. As a result, most of the bottles were shattered. Luckily, a few of them survived. That should be enough to keep us going for a bit. Okay. This is good. Maybe we should just drive away from this nightmare somehow. Of course, the most automobiles are available are completely burnt out, but if we find a solid base and scavenge through enough parts, perhaps we could build a vehicle of our own. We'd better keep an eye out on those future expeditions. Water is all Dolores wants. We can give you that. She has no strength left. Fine, she'll rest up. Oh, wait. She needs to eat tonight. Okay. You'll eat and drink. Okay, everyone is going to eat and drink except for Mary Jane. Perfect. Eat, drink. You are... Man, I forgot. Right, she's just hungry. Okay, you're not thirsty. And, we're running out of food again. That's okay, we have a lot of water. I think we're going to schedule an expedition. We're bored. No, really. We're bored. We have to do something about it, or we'll end up as some cannibalistic post-apocalyptic savages armed with toasters. It's time to do something. Let's portable radio, I guess. Listen to whatever's on there. We haven't been listening to it at all, and we have been playing checkers. We'll send Ted up there. Hopefully everyone's going to be doing fine. Dolores, you're chilling. She has been a trooper throughout all of this. Okay, guys. You eat and you eat. And you drink. Nope, definitely don't eat. We don't have a lot of food left. But Ted, you're getting up there, and you're scavenging the wasteland, buddy. I have so much faith in you. What did we make it to last time, 26? Mary Jane, I need you to pucker up, champ. Not pucker up. That's something else. Buck up. Timmy and Mary Jane are in need of some physical exercise. Letting them run outside in the wasteland seems a bit too adventurous, but they could play tag inside the shelter. It's not like we have any expensive vases. Should we let the kids play? I mean, they're sick. I feel like... Honestly, no, but I mean, sure. If they die, they die. I'm just a bad father, mother. No, they're chilling, dude. What happened to this gas mask? When did I even wear it out? Okay. Maybe I give all of them some food. And we just have to risk it. And hopefully Ted brings some back. Let's do it. Timmy's been sitting there, staring into space. I've fucking noticed. Is something wrong? Maybe we could... have a little chat with him. Yes, absolutely. What do you see? Well, you guys don't look any better. Even a word or two may have been enough to brighten someone's mood. Timmy seems to be better now. No, he is not. He's staring at the fucking corner. Dolores has been putting on a brave face, but she must be starving. I gave you food, Dolores. When emptying our bucket in front of the shelter, we discovered a hastily drawn map on the ruined wall. Someone drew out a route and marked a spot at the end of it. Maybe there's supplies hidden there. Yes, absolutely. You need to go, Dolores. You have been chilling the entire time. I know you're gonna come back sick, but worth it. That was fast. Show me the money. We were lucky. What is this? What, soap? What on earth did I find? A USB? She's no longer thirsty. No one has food. We don't have food really to give. And by really, I mean not at all. And the water condition is okay. If there's anyone who can rescue us from this hellish situation, it's our government. You can badmouth them all you want, but that probably means you're either a naysayer or a commie. We're good citizens. Let's talk to Uncle Sam, I suppose. What's next? Ted is back. I know that noise anywhere. Oh my god, you look so good, my boy, and you brought no food. What is this? It was a harmonica, and we have no food. We made contact! The military is out there and they're coming for us. All we need to do now is wait patiently. The soldier with the boring voice was very specific about this. Help is on the way. We just need to wait for further instructions and keep our radio in working order. We found a gas mask and that's it? Okay. Everyone is starving. Everyone does not need to drink. I'm really just hoping that food spawns in the shelter, I think, at this point. Let's schedule an expedition for Dolores. Everyone else is... Oh, nice. Ring, ring, ring. There we were, thinking we could never hear a telephone again when suddenly a phone starts ringing from somewhere. Okay, last time we didn't do this. But this time, I feel like we might have to. Because Dolores is supposed to go tomorrow, let's send Ted this time. You might be tired, but you just have to answer the phone, my boy. He was a salesman back in the day. Oh, she looks so bad. What was it? When we answered the phone, we could clearly hear a gasp of relief from the caller. They introduced themselves as survivors from a nearby... Okay, we already know this. Make a choice for today's expedition. Dolores, get on out there, girl. You have to. Day 23. How did I do worse this time, it seems? I guess, like, my children and husband didn't die, but I want to make it to at least day 26. Everyone might end really badly. Mary Jane is starving. We might better give her some food today or else. Yeah, we already know, man. Should we give them water? Not really. There's never a good time to go into the radioactive wasteland, but it seems this will become a necessity in this new world. We thought it would be a good idea to make this happen sooner rather than later and planned a trip outside. Before we could make the third step beyond the shelter doors, an unknown creature started growling at us in the darkness. We had only moments to decide what to do. If it's growling, it's not a fucking bug. Grab that shotgun, kill it, and it gives us food. Radioactive food, but food nonetheless. Show me the money. No money, no food, okay. I'm really stressing that everyone's gonna die every single day. Oh my god, there's such legends though. Where the fuck is Dolores? You guys just... You need to hold on tight, okay? Mom is back. When we looked closely at our map, we noticed someone had written a set of mysterious directions in one of the corners. How did we just notice this? Oh my fucking god, Americans and their inability to read. Will it lead to some kind of treasure? It might be worth sending someone out to find out. Ted, get in there. Please come back with food. This is our best run, though. Where is she? Definitely didn't send her out, I don't think. Those map directions were a cruel joke, or just a child's playful imagination. We found nothing and only wasted our afternoon running around. We couldn't spare any food for Mary Jane, and eventually she reached a boiling point where her stare was enough to kill. She left without a word, but we knew she would probably become a highway woman and get all the food cans she would ever need. Okay, so apparently last time that happened, that's just the way of saying they died. You guys still thirsty? Yeah. Ammunition's missing. There's no way it was stolen, so it has to be here somewhere. We need to find it. But Dolores. Dolores is back. I knew it. Okay. So they really just never want to show the kid's death. I guess that kind of makes sense. At least you have some food, Dolores. What do you got for me? It was too dark to find those tiny bullets without a flashlight. They aren't lost. Technically, they're still in the shelter. Technically. We're glad to see Dolores came back safely from the wasteland. Score, dude. I get to keep playing. The padlock in her shelter finally came in handy. We used it to secure our home when leaving for an expedition. When we came back, we find signs of an attempted break-in. That padlock is too damaged to be used again, but at least our safe house is well safe. The local school is a big building, and we got some food. Great. We got some water as well, and we get the Scout's Handbook. Our little trip to the surface might have been spotted and followed. We should be more careful next time. She hasn't eaten. We can give her some food. And Ted was strong, but it was too much for him. He starved to death. Hunger drove Timmy insane. When he realized we wouldn't be able to provide for him, he snuck out and never returned. Snuck out. I think Ted did something to him. Okay, well, you've got like 4 more meals after this, Dolores. You got this. We're not certain about the situation on the surface. Also, no one can go outside now because we don't have a padlock, so I guess we just have to wait for people. Our last expedition brought us news of a vehicle parked down the street. It sure looked unique, but we never got close enough to get a look. We're almost certain it's not a bandit trap. Perhaps we should send someone out. We have to. We simply have to. Dolores, at this point, you're living for your children. You're hoping... Okay, you're fine still. You're hoping that you can meet them again. Mental health is as important as physical health. Thanks, Scout's Handbook. That's also my message to you. The more we know about what's going on outside, the better for us. Let's gather around the radio and see if we can tune into a station. Again with the us. It's just Dolores. I'm so glad it's Dolores. Honestly, I'm a genius for picking her. Once that we waded through all the static, we found a transmission that was hosted by some nut talking about conspiracies and saucer men. That was pretty amusing. Well, that's useless. How's Dolores doing? She needs water. And would love to eat something, but she doesn't need to eat something yet. The military is transmitting again. They said their first step is to locate any remaining survivors. A plane will be doing a sweep over our neighborhood this evening, and we're supposed to wait, signaling it with a flashlight. Man, fucking military needs to do their job a little better, dude. They can't expect everyone to have a flashlight. This is ridiculous! A young man knocked on our door today asking for help. He said he'd been watching us for a while, and he believes we're good and decent people. Watching us from fucking where? We're in concrete. Although he hoped we would meet in different circumstances, he could really use our help. The mission is rescuing his twin sister who went missing while trying to infiltrate a nearby bandit camp. He promises it'll be worth our while. But if we go outside, are we cooked? Nah, whatever. Fuck it, we're cooked anyway. We have to help. We're making new family. It's like a zombie apocalypse. Nice, nice. It doesn't seem to be worth our while though, because we didn't get anything. The young man was assisted by a group of other survivors, all armed but really friendly. We found the girl, threw her weapon, and fought off the bandits guarding the exit. Siblings were happy to be reunited, but also very confused. Turns out the bandit leader is actually their father. Crazy small world we live in. Anyway, they were really thankful and promised to contact us again soon. Okay, that's fine. The other day we heard a quiet knock on our door, but when we opened, we only found a suitcase on the doorstep. I'm never fucking falling for this again. Get out of here! Communists. Damn communists. Day 35. We are cooking. She's looking better immediately. As long as you start resting up, I will start sending you outside. We have no idea who left us, and nowadays you can't trust anybody. We're not risking our lives. She's rested, not last long without water, and not had eaten for a while. That's fine. We can give her some water. We have plenty of water. She's fine, but we're not sure. No, not yet. You would expect the post-apocalypse to be a time of peace and quiet since, you know, most of the people aren't around anymore. Yet here we have someone at the door. When we opened it up, we encountered a strange-looking man in a blue jumpsuit who asked us to trade him a water chip. A water chip? What in the hell is that? How much water do we have? A full thing? I actually think it's fine, considering we only have one person left, so let's give it to him. Hopefully we get something good. Do I feel bad for the kids? At this point, I kind of already forgot who they were. The visitor wasn't very happy that we didn't have a water chip or that we didn't know what it was. Okay, that was straight up bad. Dolores has not eaten for a while, but you're still fine, Dolores. I'll give you food tomorrow. She's confident she will survive outside. Man, this is actually a tough decision, because if she's confident she'll survive outside, and let's say we skip 3 days into the future and there's no one in here, are we just chilling more? I just feel like we can't do it. We've come to day 37, and without a padlock, we're cooked. Someone paid us a visit. Oh. They offer... Do we want to give our gun away? Do we want to give our gas mask away? What is this suitcase even? I don't see what the suitcase would be. Should we rifle? We do have an axe already. So let's give the rifle and keep this flashlight, I suppose. Hopefully if we need to signal something again, we can use the flashlight now. You're looking fine. You're looking fine. Flashlight. That's all? Axe. Okay. Harmonica? At least it still makes noise. Last time we went out on an expedition, we noticed an abandoned tank just sitting there out in the open. It looks damaged, but it may contain some useful supplies. Shall we send someone to investigate? I think we have to. If we want to... What is this? Whoa. The tank. YOLO. Oh, was I supposed to be clicking this the entire time? Signal your position with a flashlight, await further instructions. Oh, okay, I see. Okay, the game is more helpful than I thought. Alright, Dolores. I believe in you! Come back and not be sick. Okay, we're alive at least. Nice, Dolores! We have very little food, however, still. And we got our fucking rifle back! We were more than happy to inherit a military-issue rifle from the tank. Okay, she would really love to eat something, but you're still fine. Today during breakfast, we were startled when our map slid off the wall. We checked the nails holding it, but they were all firmly in place. It could be a poltergeist, maybe, but we need to perform an exorcism to get rid of it. Anyway, the wall behind the map we discovered was some sort of safe. We're curious as to what treasure might be inside. We are in our own bunker! Why would we I have to do it. I simply have to. It makes no sense for our own bunker to have poison. More food. Dolores, you goat. We're winning this. Tsar Bomba style. A few more hours of coughing and we'll get used to it. Our ventilation fans have haunted and no fresh air seems to be circulating through the shelter. We have to fix it before we suffocate like rats trapped by a professional and very cruel rat catcher. Okay. So, we could use a scout handbook or we could use a flashlight. I feel like we should use a scout handbook. Unless we need to like crawl through the vents, but crawling through the vents seems dangerous. So let's try this. Or is it just giving us 3 options, all of which will help us survive? Dolores, what are you doing, Dolores? Using the handbook to research vent maintenance seemed like a fair idea. We figured it's full of pointers on how to fix things and must have a chapter on nuclear shelter air filtration systems. Before we could even check, we were invaded by a group of angry mutant insects which flew out of the cursed vent. Fuck off! Illness can still be cured by not doing anything. Like, our body can fight it off. These are dire circumstances we find ourselves in. Supplies are running low, and if we don't take care of ourselves, nobody else will. We know for a fact that one of our neighbors had a shelter with a broken trap door, and there might be some supplies inside. Of course, there's a chance that the neighbor and her kids managed to get there in time, but we could really use whatever they have. And we're stronger. Should we pay them a visit? Sure, I mean, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that the game is telling me that Dolores, the lone 50s woman, is stronger than this family. So I'm going yes. Okay. Okay. Seems to be a bloody hand. We got so much food. Dolores, holy. What did you do? We're now richer in some supplies, but for some reason we don't feel very good about it. Let's just never mention this whole thing again. We haven't done anything about Dolores' sickness, but she's no longer thirsty. We can't send her outside. We're able to catch the military broadcast again. This time they're asking us to get out a flashlight and signal to their plane after it gets dark. If all goes well, they'll be able to find us. Please. Just don't die of illness. Mary Jane survived for so long. And whatever the fucking kid's name was, too. Everything was going as planned, but the flashlight stopped working. We're lucky to get it fixed just in time to hear the distant roar of the plane's engine. You're kidding me. We're pretty sure the pilot saw us. Let's see if they get back to us. Okay. That's not that bad, right? I mean, what? Like, unless the pilot's evil, he must come back. What's that trickling sound? And why is the wall so wet? Are we about to get flooded? We don't have life preserves or a boat. A boat wouldn't even fit inside this shelter. We need to do something. Save the supplies. This map has been useless. Save the radio, man. Okay, we actually did flood this place. This is disgusting. We're now living in the... Whatever. You know what? It's fine. Shout out Asmongold. We're living in your room now. Open in the name of freedom! Came a shot from the outside our door. We weren't sure who claimed to be representing freedom, but we could hear it was a group of people, probably armed. Anyone who introduces themselves like that is probably planning to kill someone in the name of freedom. Should we open? I mean, sounds like a no, but again, dude, we're risking everything here. I don't know, man. Like, Dolores is already sick as fuck. If we say no, what can we do? I think we have to risk it. I mean, we're already playing on Tsar Bomba. Come on. Show me some medical supplies. We're still alive. I can't believe I survived for 20 extra days. We regretted opening the door the minute we saw who was standing on the other side, damn it. Dark faces, rifles, and determined looks of a band of teenagers. We're doomed, we thought. Then out of the blue, one of them asked us if we were the Reds. We've never supported the Red Sox, so we confidently said that we weren't. The tension dropped immediately, and those nice young people gave us 2 bottles of water. Okay. Told us to have no fear, since Wolverines are around. We're not sure what Wolverines have to do with all of this, but we took their word for it. We haven't done anything about her sickness. I'm still kind of hoping that the sickness passes by itself, but it's okay. We had a chance to meet the strangest person today. He looked like a human, except with triple the amount of hands necessary. We listened to his story about a group of folks just like him who were having a hard time scavenging supplies because of their appearance. People shoot first and ask questions later. This is not how radiation fucking works, dude. Also, Wolverine, is that a reference to the Wolverine movie? He offered us a deal. If we share some of our supplies with them, they will help us on our next expedition and make sure we're safe. I can't go on an expedition, though. I don't have a padlock. At least we got 2 bottles of water, so let's give her one, whatever. Oh man, I should have given her soup. I didn't realize how much soup we had. I'm an idiot imbecile. Whoopsies, Dolores, it's okay. Okay, they're offering a padlock for our survival. What the hell is this suitcase? I think I go for the padlock. So once Doris hopefully heals without her medicine, she can go on an expedition. I'm going for it. I know she looks really bad, but we're still alive. A sleazy-looking trader carrying an equally scruffy bag on his shoulder paid us a visit. He offered us a simple one-time deal. For just 1 can of soup, we get the bag and all of its contents. We can't see what's inside, and the trader gives us angry glances every time we take a step forward. Why? I mean, we just have so much soup is the only thing, so we may as well give it, I guess. Please give me something good. Is that a fucking meow? Okay. We have a cat. We have Sherikov the cat. He was a Russian! No! Okay. We have extra food now. As soon as the door closed behind the trader, the bag started to violently shake, emitting screeching, hellish sounds. Terrified, we backed up against the walls. When the beast finally escaped, it turned out to be just an angry house cat. The feline gave us a menacing look and promptly sat down in the corner to clean itself. He promises that if we gift him some supplies, his group will help us get rid of bandits next time they bother us. I mean, we may as well give him some soup. We have so much soup. Doris doesn't eat that much. Plus, eating takes forever. Day 49. I've been playing for a while. Damn, I'm good. Sharkov, what's up with you? I love you. Go do something, though. There isn't a lot of space down here, and we can smell everything. When one of the wall bricks got loose today and revealed a hole, we felt pretty sick. It's the smell coming from the hole. It's terrible. Should we investigate and remove the source of this stench? That sounds like a bad idea. This just seems like a bad idea. Ain't no fucking way I'm doing this. It's gonna be like some mutated insects again. And I feel like if we get double sickness, we just die. We are at 50 days though. Hopefully over halfway through. The cat is growling on the general direction of us and our supplies. We're not sure if cats drink soup, but it's the only thing on the menu. And it's up to us if we want to share. Oh god, how much soup do we have? Whatever. We've been getting enough soup, I feel like. We'll give Hi, forgot having to take care of Sherikov as well. Maybe we should get married at some point, kitty cat. What's that sound? A galloping horse? Well, we don't have a map, so it doesn't matter. Sherikov sure can take care of itself, but we can't help but wonder how much of a self-made cat it is. It just so happens that we found an address on its collar. It's unlikely that its owner is still alive, and a trip to the wasteland is always risky. Should we go outside and check that address? Sherikov is fucking Russian as hell. Or is that a good thing? Like, I mean, we're Americans. I don't know what kind of game this is, though. What if we go give it to the Russians? What if they give us, like, some anti-uranium spray that I was talking to earlier? I don't fucking know, dude. I mean, we may as well find the Russian government. I feel like we already kind of lost. We got nuked. And there he goes. Did we get anything for it? Before we reached the end of our street, we were stopped by 2 men wearing dark coats and stylish hats. They rushed towards the cat to pick him up, saying they'd be looking for him for a while now. Supposedly, Sherikov belongs to an old lady who's rather fond of it and misses the little guy dearly. We got Sherikov from what, a bag? From a traveling salesman? We shrugged and went back to our shelter. The cat didn't seem to care, so why should we? Good thing we didn't get too attached to it the last few days. Someone is very serious about banging on the hatch. We're scared to open it, but it might be some good news, right? We'd gladly welcome any friendly face, even if it was our own neighbor, Ned. We're pretty sure that if there was any reason why our town got bombed, he would be that reason. I thought we killed Ned, but yeah, let's open. Alright. Moment of truth, perhaps. Okay. Still nothing. More water, though. Group of travelers wearing gas masks and carrying some serious-looking equipment gave us purified water. Nice. That was risky. Doesn't matter. All hands on deck. There are people on the other side of the door, and they don't seem too friendly. In fact, they promised us a painful death at least 17 times already, and it's only been 5 minutes since they arrived. We better prepare. They'll be forcing that door open any minute now. Padlock's gotta be the way to go, right? The problem with the padlock is that I want to save it so that Doris can go on an expedition once she's healthy. Oh man, I have no idea. Why the fuck is the harmonica even a suggestion? The axe feels useless. Maybe if we had a rifle. Low-key, I'm feeling it's this kind of game, kind of funny. You pick the harmonica, you play them a song, and they just leave you. Best or worst idea is Sherikov back? He just reappeared. It was Sherikov. They lowered their weapons and cried a few tears, surprised by the beauty of our music. They will let us live today. To our surprise, we found Sherikov back in our shelter. We're not exactly sure why or how. Is it our good care it appreciates? Our kind heart's optimism? Okay. Water is all she wants. That's fine. Well, okay, so the harmonica worked. Were they with Sherikov? Is the question. Sometimes a sudden urge to play an instrument takes over us, to create beautiful sounds to be shared with the world around us, to sing and play. I mean, yeah, let's do it. We're already goated, apparently. Our harmonica music moves murderers to tears. Be careful what you wish for. After a few minutes of playing, a small group of mutated cockroaches jumped out of the cracks and started moving to the rhythm of the song. Dude. Just like me, for real. They ran around in circles and shook their little antenna. It would be adorable if they weren't so disgusting. Curiosity almost killed the cat. Sherikov found a tiny wire sticking out from the ceiling and pulled it out. Plaster and debris fell on our table, topped with a big meowing furball. What is this thing anyway? Nobody remembers it being there before. The cat might get angry if we take away the wire. So maybe it's just best to leave it be. Or should we examine the wire? Just grab the wire. It's a cat and we have an axe, baby. Trust me, if Dolores doesn't know what to do, I do. What do we got, Sherikov? Oh my god, the cockroach. I didn't even see this. They're just chilling with us. This is sick. We followed the wire outside and found a half-burnt-out truck with two surprised gentlemen inside, surrounded by an array of blinking bulbs. That's some space tech right there. Is this like Truman Show? Were they listening in on us on our own very own shelter? Their feeble excuse about a roadside picnic didn't convince us. Even Timmy knows you can't have picnics here. And the car had no wheels. Okay. We can't just sit around while Dolores is so sick. We've been doing this for 20 plus days. Alright, what do we got? The funky roaches haven't really left us. To be fair, they aren't causing that much trouble. They even seem relatively friendly and curious. This morning when we opened our eyes, we saw them standing in a perfect line right in front of us, as if they're waiting for something. This, you mean? We're living in the apocalypse. With some roachy business, they gave us food and some water. Dolores is thirsty, but nothing else. Just when we thought we might have a quiet day, we got invaded. Group of bandits is on the other side. Why don't we do the harmonica again when we already know that we survived 'cause of it? 'Cause of it. No, it's gone! The fools. Our attempt at producing beautiful, sorrowful music that would soften their hearts resulted in a cacophony of hellish noises instead. They ran away, covering their ears. They'll probably be back. Why did we lose it then? Did we swallow the harmonica? Dolores, no. Don't go down that road. The agents who were spying on us are now at the door and want to explain themselves. Should we hear them out? I mean, it really just can't be that bad. Like, we've just been in here for ages, for 60 days. 2 months. It feels like longer. They were agents, real-life secret agents on a government mission. We saw their identity cards briefly. They weren't listening in on us. It was the cat they were interested in. They made a request, too, wanting us to aid them with some of their top-secret missions in the future. If we do that, they promised they would extract us to a government safe house full of supplies and donuts. Interesting. So they're American government agents that have been spying on the communist cat. I suppose that makes sense. We know there's a group of bandits camped near our shelter, but not exactly powerless. With a bit of luck and force, maybe we can show them that we're not to be trifled with. We can't just murder them all, but it's worth a try, isn't it? Why would we do this? I don't want to do this. Can we just go next? I mean, I really don't know how the game works. I feel like if I go next without clicking anything, we just lose. So hopefully they don't take all our food and water. And the government agents come back today. They didn't do anything. Oh no, my axe. My axe is gone. Rip. At least we have this key. We won the battle! The bandits were no match for us. Well, we didn't really win anything. Dolores needs a doctor, at least pills. It's now or never. I don't know what to tell you, man. How about some food, though? Whoever designed this fallout shelter was a genius, but we can't really tell if that green stuff dripping from the pipe is an included feature. We should probably try doing something about it. Okay. It's been a while, but there was another message from the military on the radio. They want to send one of their person out to meet them. Sounds like some kind of precaution or a trick. We hope we know what we're getting into. We may as well send Dolores, I guess. You're the only one. And maybe they'll see how sick she is, and also heal her. No, they didn't do that. They definitely did not do that. We managed to make it into the meeting in time. We tried our best to answer the questions. Let's hope it fulfilled their expectations, and our ragged appearance didn't make a bad impression. Using a high-tech setup involving paper cups and yards of string, the agents rang in with our next top-secret mission that will surely land us in the VIP bunker very soon. They want us to go on one successful expedition and write down what we saw in the journal. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, right? Okay. This seems... this is like some psyop shit, dude. No. Day 69, though. Nice. Okay, we don't need pills that badly if we're still alive. Dolores is on her way to the surface. Let's hope she'll make it back. We graciously agreed to fulfill their request. They thanked us for doing our civic duty and promised to be back with more information soon. That recon mission was risky business. We had to visit neighborhoods that were dicey even the best of times. The area was full of mutated cats and dogs fighting each other in gangs. All of them armed to the teeth. Let's hope these missions are actually worth it. Our bucket is just about due for an upgrade, and we're expecting the government shelter to have an excellent bathroom, maybe even a hot tub. Dolores was hurt. She is so cooked, man. The last thing we expected to hear while sitting at a fallout shelter was a trumpet. It was played by someone who was clearly not a trumpet player, and would probably never heard a trumpet player in his entire life. He came with a friend who knocked on the door and demanded that we let the merry men enter, so they could take from the rich and give to the poor. Yeah, may as well. I mean, we're gonna die. We don't need all our water. You can take a couple waters, dude. Oh my bless, you gave us medicine. You gave us medicine. Okay. This is perfect. Boom, boom, boom. Dolores, you're saving us. We're discussing plans for our first meal that didn't feature tomato soup when we heard yells outside. We discovered they came from a small group of ragged survivors. They were a sorry sight and weren't surprised with their requested aid. They assist. Okay, we can give them soup, I think. No, we can give them water. We have so much water. Alright, Dolores, you should be cooking now. Government agents? Oh, Dolores. I'm so happy to see you like this. I want to marry her. How about we put that radio to good use? Something might be on air now. We can also go on an expedition now that we have a padlock, right? Dolores is confident she will survive outside. Bless? Let's prepare an expedition. I like where this is going. No, wait, actually this is bad. I shouldn't have done that because if she gets damaged, we have no way of healing her. So I'm not sending her on an expedition. Yeah, I don't think we do this. Although that is if we want to survive. Whatever, YOLO. No, I should have taken the padlock! You have got to be kidding me. We're just back. We're just back with hella water. And she's chillin'. Friendly mutant group lent us a hand. Dude, always help people out. Holy, always help people out. We got the radio, we got a map. She hasn't eaten? Man, you deserve some food. You deserve some food, Dolores. They offer a medicine for a... We don't even have any of this thing, so no. A woman came by with the creature she came as a camel, provided that the camels have 5 legs. The animal is carrying a pack of goods for trade. Offers 2... Well, no, we have enough water. We've been wondering what happened to Uncle Brian. He should have been far from where the bombs fell, but no one knows for sure. It'd be great to find out. He always looked on the bright side of life, so maybe we should too. And we have a photo of him tucked away in one of the books at home. Well, there goes our mental health. Clearly we're trustworthy after our last successful mission, as the agents come back with another request. We are generously provide either a couple of soup cans or water bottles for an agent in the field. They'll take care of the delivery. In return, we'll be giving an encouraging pat on the back and the promise of a better future in a safe government shelter. I honestly think they're helping us. Like, I gave away all my water. Bruh. Alright, Dolores. Oh no, okay, thank God. Thank God. We're good for a little bit further. A band of raiders! They demand we let them in. This is no game. We either yield or we fight back. There's no middle ground. Well, I guess it's good that I didn't use this earlier, because now they can't come in. Get to storage, you stupid raiders. Okay, so we lose this. We were able to defend our home. She hasn't eaten in a while. And she's thirsty. Maybe not that thirsty, though. What we initially thought was thunder turned out to be heavy knocking on the door. Someone either hates that door or is very determined to have someone answer it. Should we open the door? Opening the door has been so good for us all this time. Why would we stop? Stop now. What? What on earth just happened? We made it! We got rescued by our brave military! We honestly shed tears of joy when we saw those handsome uniforms covered with radioactive goo. Let's hope this is the end of our desperate survival, and we can finally have a fresh start. Dolores is no longer hungry, held out for 84 days. Am I a fucking goat? No way. Widow's Mite. Fort Shelter. This is... Wait, hold on. Did I really just do it? Ain't no way. Man, I'm actually so proud of myself. What? Alright. Did I just beat it on the hardest difficulty? On my second attempt? Hey, yo! Dude. You know. Did you ever even doubt me? Even for a second? Damn, successful expeditions 5 of 5, baby. Let's go. Yes decisions 12. I'm a yes man. Times defended yourself. These stats are crazy. I need to share my adventure. Honestly, 60 seconds was super fun. Thank you for the suggestion. So if you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing. If you have any suggestions for future videos, any games to play, series to cover, real world things to do, community discussions, anything. Everything I do for you. And go check out other videos on the channel. We have a whole library of variety content where I'm a god gamer and also god at other things, potentially. I'll leave that up to you. Until next time, I love you, and goodbye.